Guys, today's modern culture, you hear so much about self-love, loving yourself. It's a very common thing in with mainstream mainstream media, mainstream culture that's been taken over by the left and the far left, and it's all about embracing your flaws, love yourself. Tell yourself how great you are, tell yourself you're beautiful, etc. You see morbidly obese people saying they're so beautiful and I'm hot and I embrace all of this. And it's labeled under the term of self-love, right? And I don't think it's self-love. I think it's actually just self-manipulation more than anything. You're lying to yourself. You're trying to convince yourself that you love these things about you. And it's really a form of self-hatred and self-disrespect. Because if you're lying to yourself, you're not being honest with yourself, you're not looking at yourself and you're saying, listen, I've got this to improve. I'm going to improve it. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to make it better. If you're not doing that and you're just saying, yeah, well, that's great. That's self-abuse. That's not self-love. Real self-love, and Nietzsche spoke about this, real self-love is loving the fact you have flaws, appreciating the fact you have flaws, and then working on the flaws, because then you've got something to work on. If you've got flaws, which we all do, we've all got things we want to get better at, we've all got things we need to get better at, we all have our bad things about us, etc., things that we can work on. So when you have those and you accept them and you embrace them, that means you can only get better. That means if you work on them, you become a better person. That is real self-improvement. Embracing, accepting your flaws, loving that you have them, because it means you've got something to improve. That's self-love. Then you go and do it. Yeah, you gotta do it. You can't just embrace it and say, oh, I've got these flaws. You've got to work on it. That's self-love. That's self-respect. If you're overweight, for example, you've got to be honest with yourself and say, yeah, I've abused my body. I'm in a bad state. I respect myself. I love myself, so I'm going to get better. I'm going to reward myself. I'm going to reward my body, this gift, this incredible, the greatest gift of all time, the human body. I'm going to reward it with hard work, sweat equity, and make it better, improve, make it healthy, make it fit and strong again, etc. That's real self-love, not all this crap that you see in the mainstream now where, they're just embracing your flaws and putting out there like that's a strength. It's disgusting. It's disgusting because the most the most susceptible people to that message are young people, are young kids, young teens, especially, that are really already insecure. They're growing into their bodies, etc. All they want is social acceptance from their peers. And if they've been lazy, if they've had, not had good examples growing up, bad parenting, etc., whatever the reasons they have their flaws, and then they just accept that, then you're just going to grow up with a culture and a civilization of shitty people and shitty humans, and false confidence, which is actually just arrogance and delusion, and it's kind of disgusting. It's not a positive message at all. It's a really negative message. So real self-love is embracing your flaws, love that you have them, because that means you can improve, and working on them. That's my definition of self-love. Anyway, this one's a quick one, very quick video. I'm about to start work. It's been a crazy, crazy time. My second baby is due any day now, so I've got a lot going on. But so I'm squeezing this video in the car again. That's the way it is. Got to get this stuff in somehow, any way I can. Working full-time, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, etc. Working on my own business, trying to do this. It's all a bit hectic. It's not ideal, it's not perfect, but anyway, better than nothing right now, I think. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the concept of what I believe self-love is, the Nietzsche version of what true self-love is. Love to hear your comments on that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join me for the next video.